The time has come. You can feel it deep within your soul. Something is shifting. Something is calling. And no matter how much you try to ignore it, the feeling only grows stronger. You were never meant to stay where you are. The world you once knew is fading. The systems you relied on are collapsing. And everything that once seemed stable is now crumbling. This is not the end, it is the beginning. The beginning of the new earth. And you, chosen one, are being called to step forward. You have always known you were different. You have always felt like an outsider, like you were walking a path that few could understand. The world told you to fit in, to follow the rules, to accept the limits placed on you. But deep down, something inside you whispered, there is more than struggle, more than suffering, more than this illusion that has kept so many trapped in fear and confusion. That whisper was the truth. And now, it is no longer a whisper, it is a divine call to move. Behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. This is your confirmation. The shift is happening, and you must make a decision. Will you hold on to the old, or will you step into the new? You cannot stay in between. The world is separating those who are ready to walk in truth, and those who will remain blinded by deception. This is the final call. The enemy has worked tirelessly to keep you trapped in fear, to make you believe you are powerless. They built a system designed to drain you, to control you, to keep you locked in cycles of lack, doubt, and confusion. But those chains are breaking. The illusion is being shattered. The chosen ones are awakening, and nothing can stop what has been set in motion. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:12. The battle has never been just physical, it has always been spiritual. And now, the final war is being fought. The old systems are collapsing, and a new kingdom is rising. The time has come for you to leave behind everything that no longer serves you. Old mindsets, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, fear, doubt, hesitation. You cannot take them with you. The weight of the past will only hold you back from stepping into your divine inheritance. This is not just about personal transformation. This is about destiny. This is about stepping into the role you were created for. You are not just leaving behind an old way of life, you are stepping into something greater. Something divine. Something that has been prepared for you since the beginning of time. You are among the first to be crowned in the new earth. This is your moment. The old world is fading, and those who choose to stay attached to it will be left behind. But you have a choice. You can step forward, claim your crown, and walk into the new reality that God has prepared for you. Do not hesitate. Do not look back. This is your final call to move forward. There comes a moment in every chosen one's journey when the path splits. A moment when you can no longer stay in the middle, no longer straddle two worlds. That moment is now. You must choose. The old world is fading, and the new is rising, but not everyone will make the shift. Not everyone will be able to come with you. You can feel it, can't you? The things that once made sense no longer resonate. The conversations you used to engage in now feel empty. The relationships that once felt familiar now seem out of alignment. The places you once called home now feel foreign. This is the separation. God is pulling you away from everything that was never truly meant for you. Not to punish you, but to prepare you. Not to isolate you, but to elevate you. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. The system you were born into was designed to keep you small, to keep you doubting yourself, to keep you dependent on things that were never meant to sustain you. It programmed you to believe that suffering was normal, that lack was inevitable, that you had to work yourself to exhaustion just to survive. But those were all lies. You were never meant to struggle endlessly. You were never meant to be trapped in toxic cycles. You were meant to thrive, to walk in divine power, to inherit the abundance that was prepared for you. But here is the truth many don't want to face. You cannot receive what is new while still holding on to the old. You cannot step into the new earth while still clinging to the mindset, habits, and relationships that belong to a world that is crumbling. Lot's wife looked back, and she turned to salt. Genesis 19:26. She was given a chance to escape destruction, but she couldn't let go of the past, and it cost her everything. Do not make the same mistake. There will be people who do not understand your transformation. There will be those who try to pull you back into old patterns, who mock your growth, who tell you you're changing too much. They are afraid. Afraid of what your evolution means for them. Afraid of being left behind. But you must understand not everyone is meant to go where you are going. Some people are too attached to the old system, too afraid to leave their comfort zone, too blinded by illusion to see the truth. Let them go. Come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. 2 Corinthians 6:17. Separation is never easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires faith. It requires walking away from what is familiar before you can see what is ahead. But trust this: what is coming is far greater than what you are leaving behind. The attachments, the distractions, the limitations, none of it was ever meant to stay with you. God is stripping it away so that you can rise. So ask yourself, what in your life no longer aligns with who you are becoming? What habits, beliefs, or relationships are keeping you stuck in the old world? What are you afraid to let go of, even though you know it no longer serves you? Now is the time to release it. Now is the time to step fully into your transformation. The doors to the new earth are opening, but you cannot walk through them carrying the baggage of the past. This is the moment of separation. Those who refuse to leave the old behind will be left behind, but those who trust, those who release, those who surrender to the divine plan, they will be crowned in the new earth. Will you be one of them? This is the moment you have been waiting for. The moment that was prophesied. The moment when the hidden ones rise. When the rejected become rulers. When the last become first. The coronation of the chosen ones has begun. For so long, you walked through this world unseen, unrecognized, misunderstood. You were ridiculed for thinking differently, attacked for speaking truth, cast aside because your spirit disturbed those who lived in illusion. But all of it had a purpose. Every trial, every rejection, every season of isolation was preparing you for this very moment. For the stone which the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Psalm 118:20. To the world tried to break you. The enemy tried to silence you. But instead of being destroyed, you were refined. You were purified in the fire. You were stripped of everything that was not aligned with your true identity. And now, the time has come for you to walk in your divine inheritance. Your crown is waiting. But understand this is not a physical coronation. The world's kings wear crowns of gold, but your crown is one of power, wisdom, and divine authority. This is not about titles or recognition from the masses. The chosen ones do not rise through the systems of men. They are anointed by God Himself. This is a spiritual elevation, an ascension into your true calling, your true identity, your true dominion. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Luke 10:19. For too long, you were made to feel small. They wanted you to believe you were powerless, that you had to beg for blessings, that you had to fight for scraps in a system designed to keep you oppressed. But now the illusion is shattered. You are not powerless, you are royalty. You are not a victim, you are victorious. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. And now, the world will see. The rise of the chosen ones is not just a shift, it is a divine reversal. Those who once ruled through deception, greed, and control are losing their grip. Their structures are crumbling. Their influence is fading. Their lies are being exposed. And in their place, a new order is emerging. An order of truth, wisdom, and divine justice. An order led by those who have endured, who have been tested, who have been prepared for such a time as this. The meek shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5:5. This is the inheritance of the faithful. Those who refuse to conform, who refuse to sell their souls for temporary gain, who remain true to their calling even when the world rejected them. They are now stepping into their divine authority. But here is the question, are you ready to claim your crown? Many are called, but few are chosen. Not everyone who awakens will rise. Some will hesitate, paralyzed by fear. Some will look back, unable to release the past. Some will wait for validation, afraid to step into their power unless the world gives them permission. But the chosen ones do not wait for permission. They move in faith. They step boldly into their destiny. The time has come. The old world is crumbling, and the kingdom of God is rising. This is your coronation. This is your ascension. This is your moment to walk in the authority that was always meant for you. Are you ready? Every chosen one must face the test. It is the final threshold, the moment that separates those who are merely aware from those who are truly ready to step into their power. You have felt the shift. You have seen the signs. You know in your spirit that something greater is calling you. But the question remains, will you answer the call? The path ahead is not for the faint of heart. Many are called, but few are chosen. Not because God withholds His blessings, but because few have the courage to walk away from comfort, from familiarity, from the illusions that once kept them bound. The test is not about your strength, it is about your faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Hebrews 11:6. You will be tested, not to break you, but to prove that you are ready. You will be asked to release things that no longer serve you. People will fall away. Old belief systems will crumble. You may feel as if everything familiar is being stripped from you. Do not fear. This is not destruction, it is preparation. God is making room for something greater. Look at every great leader, every chosen one who came before you. Abraham was called to leave his homeland before he was shown the promised land. Joseph was betrayed and imprisoned before he ruled. David was hunted before he wore the crown. The test is always part of the process. Will you endure, or will you retreat? Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time, you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Galatians 6:9. The enemy will try to make you doubt. He will send distractions, temptations, and fears designed to pull you back into the old world. He will whisper, maybe you were wrong. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe it's safer to stay where you are, but you must remember you have already come too far to turn back now. This is the moment where you decide who you truly are. Will you answer the call, or will you let fear keep you trapped? Will you step into your divine inheritance, or will you allow doubt to steal it from you? Will you trust that the pain, the rejection, the isolation was not in vain, that it was all leading to something greater? You already know the answer. The test is before you, but so is your destiny. The chosen ones are rising, the new earth is forming, and the time has come to step forward. No more waiting, no more hesitation, no more second-guessing yourself. God is calling. Will you answer? The time of waiting is over. The time of being hidden, overlooked, and underestimated is finished. The inheritance of the chosen ones is here. Not an inheritance of material wealth alone, but of something far greater: divine authority, spiritual power, and the fulfillment of your God-given purpose. For too long, the world told you that you were small, powerless, and at the mercy of forces beyond your control. But that was a lie. You were never meant to beg, you were meant to reign. You were never meant to suffer endlessly, you were meant to walk in divine abundance. You were not born to be a slave to a broken system. You were chosen to establish a new kingdom. Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall harm you. Luke 10:19. This is the inheritance of the chosen ones. Authority, dominion, power, not the kind that comes from human institutions, but the kind that is eternal, unshakable, and directly given by God. You have been entrusted with a mission, and now it is time to walk in it. What does it mean to walk in divine authority? You speak, and it comes to pass. No longer will your words be powerless. When you declare something in alignment with divine truth, it will manifest. No more begging for change. You will decree, and it will be established. Doors will open that no one can shut. The struggles of the past will no longer hold you back. Opportunities, favor, and divine connections will align in your favor. What once seemed impossible will become effortless because you are walking in divine alignment. Your presence alone will shift the atmosphere. Darkness will tremble when you enter a room. Your very being carries the frequency of truth, power, and transformation. You will no longer need to explain yourself. Your presence will say it all. You will lack nothing. The old world taught you to live in fear of scarcity, to cling to survival. But the chosen ones walk in divine provision. You will have everything you need at the right time because God is your source, not the system of men. You will be a leader. Whether you choose it or not, people will be drawn to you. They will seek wisdom, guidance, and protection, not because you asked for it, but because it is your destiny. The light in you will awaken others, and you will be called to lead. Why many will not walk in their inheritance, even though this inheritance is promised? Not everyone will walk in it. Some will hesitate. Some will doubt. Some will be too afraid to claim what is already theirs. They will let fear steal their blessing. Think about Israel in the wilderness. They were given the promised land, but most never entered it, not because God withheld it from them, but because they were too afraid to step into what was already theirs. They doubted. They complained. They looked back and they perished in the desert. Do not let that be you. You have come too far to turn back now. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no human mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. The time of preparation is over. The time of wandering is done. Now is the time to claim your inheritance, to walk in your divine authority, and to step fully into the purpose you were created for. The world is waiting. Will you rise? This is it, the moment of no return. You stand at the threshold of your destiny, staring into the unknown, feeling the weight of all that has brought you here. Every battle, every loss, every lesson, it has all led to this. The door to your divine inheritance is open. But here's the truth, only you can walk through it. No one can carry you. No one can make the decision for you. You must step forward in faith. Many reach this point and turn back. They hesitate. They doubt. They let fear convince them that it is safer to stay where they are. They cling to the familiar, even when the familiar is destroying them. They tell themselves they are not ready, that they need more time, more confirmation, more assurance, but there is no more waiting. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. The threshold is a place of decision. On one side, the life you have always known, predictable, safe, yet unfulfilling. On the other side, the unknown, the place of power, purpose, and divine fulfillment, the place where your gifts are fully activated, the place where you walk in the authority that was always meant for you. But here's the truth. Crossing over requires letting go. You cannot step into the new while still holding on to the old. You cannot walk in divine authority while still carrying the burdens of the past. You cannot claim your inheritance while still doubting that you deserve it. You must release everything that no longer aligns with where you are going. Release fear, Fear is an illusion. It is the enemy's greatest weapon, designed to keep you small. You have nothing to fear because you are divinely protected. Release doubt. You were chosen for a reason. Every obstacle you overcame was proof that you are ready. Release attachments. Not everyone can go where you are going. Some people were part of your past but are not meant to be part of your future. Let them go with love. Release control. You will not have all the answers. You will not see the full picture. That is what faith is for. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1-9. This is your final test. Will you step forward, or will you shrink back? The chosen ones are being crowned. The new earth is forming, and you are being called to take your place. But only those who cross the threshold will enter. So ask yourself, are you ready to leave behind everything that no longer serves you? Are you willing to step into the unknown, trusting that God has already gone before you? Are you prepared to walk in the fullness of who you were created to be? If the answer is yes, then step forward. There is nothing left to wait for. The time is now. The door is open. The kingdom is calling. Your inheritance is waiting. Take the step. Cross the threshold. Step into your destiny. You have felt it in your spirit. You have seen the signs. You have endured the trials, the isolation, the battles that seemed impossible to overcome. But you are still here. You are still standing. And now, you know why. Everything you have been through was preparing you for this moment. The pain, the rejection, the confusion, it was all part of your refinement. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. Every delay, it was divine timing. Every closed door was divine protection. Every loss was making space for something greater. Now the time has come. No more waiting. No more doubting. No more looking back. The new earth is forming, and the chosen ones are being positioned. You are among them. The ones who have been purified in the fire. The ones who have been tested and proven faithful. The ones who are ready to reign. But understand this, the journey does not end here. Walking in your divine purpose is not a single moment, it is a daily choice. A choice to trust when you cannot see the full picture. A choice to stand in your power even when the world tries to make you feel small. A choice to remain faithful even when the path is not easy. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last. John 15:16. You were chosen for a reason. You are here for a reason. Now is the time to fully step into that reason. No more hesitation. No more second-guessing yourself. You are ready. So take this as confirmation. Your past does not define you. Your fears do not control you. Your time is now. Walk boldly. Step into your inheritance. Claim your divine authority. The world is waiting. And if you are ready to step into your power, type "I am ready" in the comments. Let it be a declaration. Let it be a sign to the universe that you are no longer playing small. You are stepping into everything that was meant for you. If this message spoke to your spirit, like this video, share it, and let others know that the chosen ones are rising. The more of us that awaken, the stronger we become. This is our time. This is our season. The kingdom is calling. Answer the call. There comes a time when you must rise not just as the person you've been, but as the royalty God has already declared you to be. You are not ordinary. You are not just another face in the crowd. You have been set apart, chosen before time began, and the world can sense it. That is why your presence alone commands attention, sparks envy, and attracts both admiration and opposition. But here's what many don't realize: the way you respond to the world around you will determine your next level of elevation. People will test you. They will question your authority. Some will try to provoke you. hoping to pull you into their chaos. Others will challenge your worth, not realizing that your value was determined by God before they ever had an opinion about you. The enemy knows he cannot strip you of your divine calling, so he will try to make you doubt it, defend it, or waste energy proving yourself to those who were never meant to see your vision. But royalty does not explain itself. Royalty does not beg to be understood. Royalty walks with confidence, answers with wisdom, and moves with grace. You were called to lead, to stand in divine authority, to be a light in a world full of darkness. And because of that, you must learn the art of responding like a king, like a queen, not out of emotion, not out of insecurity, but out of the unshakable confidence that comes from knowing exactly who you are in God. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you prepared to carry yourself in a way that reflects the divine power within you? Because the moment of testing is near. The moment where your reaction could either elevate you or keep you stuck is coming. Stay ready, because your next level is closer than you think. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when you will be tested not in the way the world expects, but in a manner designed to reveal your true identity. This test will not be about how much you know or how strong you appear to be. It will be about how you carry yourself, how you respond to the trials, and whether you truly understand the divine authority placed upon you. Every king and queen throughout history has faced this moment. It's not when they sit on the throne that their royalty is proven, it's in the trials, in the battles, in the moments when everything and everyone challenges them. True authority is not given, it is revealed. And you, as God's chosen one, are walking through this revelation. The world is watching you, though you may not realize it. They observe how you react to negativity, how you handle setbacks, how you move when pressure surrounds you. They want to see, are you really who you say you are? Do you truly believe in the power God has given you? Or will you fold when the test comes? But understand this, God does not test you to break you. He tests you to elevate you. He wants to see if you can remain poised under pressure, if you can maintain your dignity when you are provoked, if you can hold on to your faith when everything around you seems to be against you. You don't prepare for a battle the day the enemy arrives, you prepare every single day. That is why you must stay ready, because when the moment comes, you won't have time to get ready. You will only have time to respond, and how you respond will determine your next level. The enemy will send people into your life disguised as friends, lovers, mentors, or even family members. They will test your patience, challenge your peace, and provoke you into reacting in ways that are beneath your calling. They will try to pull you into unnecessary battles, hoping to distract you from your purpose. Do not fall into the trap. Instead, move like royalty. Think of a king or queen. Do they engage in petty arguments? Do they seek approval from those who do not understand their worth? Do they defend their position every time someone questions them? No, they sit in their power, unshaken, because they know their position is ordained not by man, but by God, and that is the mindset you must adopt. True power is not loud. It is not reactive. It is steady, unmovable, and undeniable. That is why kings and queens do not respond to every voice. They do not lower themselves to prove anything. They understand that their presence alone speaks louder than any argument ever could. You, too, must learn to embody this truth. This is why you must stay ready, because the moment of your test is coming. The world will challenge you. People will misjudge you. The enemy will try to shake you. But when you stand firm in your divine identity, you win without even having to fight. And here's the secret: God has already declared your victory. You don't have to prove it to anyone. Just walk in it. In a world where everyone is quick to react, quick to defend themselves, and quick to prove their worth, your greatest strength as a chosen one is your ability to remain still, composed, and unshaken. This is not a weakness, it is a demonstration of true power. Because when you know who you are, you don't need validation. When you understand your authority, you don't need to announce it. Your presence alone speaks volumes. But here's the challenge. People will try to pull you into battles that are beneath you. They will question your motives, misunderstand your actions, and even doubt your calling. They will try to provoke a reaction because they cannot comprehend how someone like you carries such peace, such confidence, such divine energy. Do not give them what they seek. A lion does not respond to the bark of a dog. A king does not explain his decisions to every critic. And you, as a chosen one, do not need to lower yourself to meet people at their level of misunderstanding. Instead, you answer like royalty. So how do you do that? How do you carry yourself as royalty when people try to provoke you? Silence is your weapon. Not every situation requires a response. Not every insult, doubt, or challenge needs to be addressed. True power lies in discernment, knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence can be louder than words. It forces people to sit with their own doubts and misconceptions rather than receiving an emotional reaction from you. A king or queen does not argue with everyone who misunderstands them. They move forward in purpose, knowing the truth will reveal itself in time. Walk with the confidence of your calling. Chosen ones do not seek approval because they know their value is already determined by God. When you step into a room, your energy shifts the atmosphere. People may not understand it, but they feel it. Some will be drawn to it, and others will be threatened by it. That's not your concern. Your job is to walk in your divine calling, knowing that what God has for you cannot be taken by anyone. Choose your battles wisely. Not every fight is meant for you. Some battles are distractions designed to pull you away from your destiny. When someone challenges you, before you respond, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this elevate me or drain me? A king does not fight every battle, he fights only the battles that secure his kingdom. You must do the same. Let your results speak for themselves. The most powerful response to doubt, criticism, or resistance is your success. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. Your growth, your transformation, and your elevation will be the answer to every question and every doubt. Keep moving forward. Keep building. Keep growing. Let God's work in your life be your answer. Understand that you are already victorious. The enemy wants you to believe that you need to fight for your destiny. But the truth is, you have already won. The tests, the trials, the doubts, these are not signs that you are losing. They are signs that you are stepping into something greater. When you start facing resistance, it's not because you are weak, it's because you are a threat. The enemy does not attack those who are stagnant. He attacks those who are rising. So stand firm, move like royalty, answer like royalty, and most importantly, trust that God has already secured your victory. Because when you truly embrace this, nothing and no one can shake you. The moment you start walking in your true power, the moment you stop seeking validation from the world and start embracing your divine authority, opposition will come. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But understand this, opposition is not a sign that you are failing. It is confirmation that you are elevating. The enemy only attacks those who are stepping into their God-given destiny. So when the challenges come, when people start questioning you, when they misunderstand your journey, stand firm, because you are not just anybody, you are royalty. 1. The greater the calling, the greater the opposition. Have you ever noticed how the most anointed, the most chosen, the most divinely appointed individuals go through the most intense battles? It's not a coincidence. The enemy is terrified of what you are becoming. He sees the light on you before you even fully recognize it yourself. That is why people suddenly start turning against you. Why old relationships no longer fit. Why certain doors seem harder to open. But here's the secret. What is for you cannot be taken from you. No amount of resistance can block what God has already destined. If anything, the opposition is proof that you are on the right path. 2. Do not react, respond with wisdom. When people attack you, when they slander you, when they try to pull you into drama, understand that your response determines your elevation. A king does not argue with every critic. A queen does not lower herself to meet those who misunderstand her power. You must learn to respond with wisdom, not emotion. If someone questions your growth, stay silent and let time reveal the truth. If someone doubts your calling, remember that they are not the ones who anointed you, God is. If someone tries to pull you into conflict, ask yourself, will this elevate me or drain me? If it drains you, walk away. True power is not in reacting, it is in choosing where to place your energy. 3. Recognizing spiritual warfare. Many of the battles you face are not just physical or emotional, they are spiritual. The enemy will use people, circumstances, and even your own doubts to try and shake your faith. But God has already equipped you with everything you need to overcome. Discernment will reveal who is truly for you and who is secretly working against you. Patience will allow you to see how God is turning every attack into a setup for your victory. Faith will remind you that no matter how hard it gets, you are already victorious. You were not placed here to live in fear. You were not anointed to spend your days fighting meaningless battles. You were chosen to reign, to lead, to walk in divine power. The sooner you recognize this, the sooner you will stop allowing distractions to pull you off course. 4. Own your royalty. Walk in unshakable confidence. Chosen ones, you are not just here to survive, you are here to thrive. Stop seeking approval from those who do not see your worth. Stop trying to convince people who were never meant to understand you. Your destiny is too great to be delayed by small-minded opinions. When opposition comes, walk with your head high. When doubts creep in, remind yourself of who you are. When people question your calling, remember that the only validation you need comes from God. Because at the end of the day, you are royalty, and royalty does not beg to be recognized, it simply reigns. Now that you understand the opposition, the distractions, and the spiritual warfare that come with being chosen, it is time to fully embody your divine authority. You were not placed here to move through life timidly, apologizing for your greatness. You were chosen to walk in power, to lead, to inspire, and to reign in your rightful position. 1. Release the need for external validation. One of the biggest traps for chosen ones is the need for external validation. Many of you have spent your lives waiting for someone to acknowledge your greatness, to confirm your calling, or to tell you that you are worthy. But the truth is, if you are waiting for validation from the world, you will always feel incomplete. A lion does not need a committee to approve its roar. It simply roars because it knows who it is. A king does not ask his subjects for permission to rule. He steps into his authority because it is his divine right. You do not need permission to be powerful. You already are. When you stop seeking validation, you become unstoppable. You no longer wait for approval before making moves. You move in confidence, knowing that God has already approved you. 2. Speak and act like royalty. Power is not just about what you believe, it's about how you carry yourself. The way you speak, the way you walk, the way you handle challenges, these all reflect whether you truly understand your divine identity. Speak with authority. Chosen ones do not shrink themselves to fit into conversations that are beneath them. Walk with purpose. Chosen ones do not wander aimlessly. They step boldly into every room knowing they belong. Make decisions with wisdom. Chosen ones do not react emotionally to every situation. They pause, reflect, and act strategically. You must ask yourself, am I carrying myself as the divine leader I was created to be? If not, it's time to realign. Because when you fully step into your divine power, the world will adjust to you, not the other way around. 3. Protect your energy and your presence. Not everyone deserves access to you. The higher you rise, the more selective you must become. Not everyone can sit at your table. Some people are only in your life to drain you, to distract you, or to slow you down. Not everyone should know your plans. Royalty does not announce every move. They move in silence and let their actions speak. Not everyone can handle your elevation. Some people were comfortable with you when you were struggling, but they cannot handle seeing you walk in power. You must learn to guard your energy the way a king guards his palace. Be mindful of who and what you allow into your space. If something does not align with your divine assignment, let it go. 4. Trust that you were prepared for this moment. You have been through too much to doubt yourself now. Every hardship, every betrayal, every moment of pain was preparing you for this exact moment. The rejection was redirection. You were being pulled away from places that could not contain your greatness. The isolation was preparation. God was developing you in private so you could shine in public. The challenges were training. You had to go through the fire to come out refined, stronger and wiser. Now, the question is, will you fully embrace your divine authority? Or will you let fear hold you back? Because you are no longer in a season of waiting, you are in a season of ruling. 5. The final shift, owning your role as a leader. Chosen ones, you are not just here to exist, you are here to lead. You are here to inspire others, to break generational curses, and to be a beacon of light in a world full of darkness. Step into every room like you belong there. Because you do, make decisions with confidence. Because you are being divinely guided, know that your presence alone is powerful. Because it is, this is your moment. You were never meant to blend in, you were meant to stand out. You were not created to follow, you were created to lead. You were not put on this earth to be ordinary, you were born extraordinary. So rise, the world is waiting for you to embrace your true power. Chosen ones, this is your time. You have spent too long questioning your worth, doubting your purpose, and seeking approval from a world that was never meant to validate you. But now, the truth is clear, you were chosen, set apart, and crowned before you were even born. The moment you accept this, everything in your life will shift. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to chase validation. You do not need to ask for permission to step into your divine power. You already have the authority, and now it is time to walk in it. Move with confidence, knowing that you are divinely protected. Speak with authority, understanding that your words carry power. Stand firm, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The battles you have faced were not to break you, but to prepare you. The rejection you endured was not punishment, but redirection. The challenges you overcame were not to weaken you, but to refine you. Now, the world is watching. Will you shrink back, or will you rise? Remember, a king does not beg for his throne. A chosen one does not ask for permission to shine. You were born for this. You have already won. Your victory is already sealed. The only thing left to do is walk in it. So today, make a decision. Stop questioning who you are and start owning it. Because when you do, nothing and no one can stop you. The crown is already on your head, now rule accordingly. If this message resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. Type "I am chosen" and claim your divine power. And if you're ready to walk boldly in your purpose, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more powerful messages. Your journey has only just begun.